Today I want to talk about relationships, specifically the people you spend the most time with in your personal life. And, obviously you have your significant other that you're going to spend the most time with, possibly raise children with, own a lot of things, mix money with, and do all these things with. So, in any relationship, you have to have a good foundation. You got to be able to understand the strengths and weaknesses of each other. You need to be able to understand, kind of your compatibility and stuff. And, you have to have a connection very deeply. And, every person, from your significant other away, this is a less of a process. It takes less time. It's not as important. But, you have to really evaluate things before you get too attached or get too far into something, and understand if it makes sense. And, that could be, their interests. It could be their mannerisms, how they act. But at the end of the day, everyone changes. We all turn into somebody different every day. The things you do like about somebody could go away. The things you don't like about somebody will go away. New issues will arise. New great things will come up. And so what really matters is finding people that will be connected to you as you change, grow, turn into somebody else. Because we all turn into a new person each day if we're living life the right way. And if we aren't growing and changing and turning into somebody else every day, we're most likely not very happy. We're not going to make the changes or strides that are required to sustain a really good, happy relationship. So at the end of the day, it starts with, do you have a good enough foundation that you think you're going to be able to spend a lot of time with these people, or for your significant other, the rest of your life? And if so, you got to make that commitment. You got to dive in. You got to both mutually make the decision to stay together. And you got to work through and grow to fulfill a joint happiness, or a win-win. W's around the table is what I like to say. You both have needs. You both have things that you're interested in. You have to figure out what you're going to let go, what you're going to hold on to, and if there's any deal breakers. But at some point, there's no looking back. And that's where I think society struggles today. Just hit the reset button, look back and say, never mind, I'm going to start new. I'm going to grab somebody else. And if you really stepped back and worked on each other, you'd find happiness a lot faster than trying to trade in people for new people all the time. It's just your time with somebody is an investment. It's growing and changing them as a person. And when you lose connection with them, or you leave and start over, you're giving all that time, investment, and effort to somebody else, and vice versa. So why would you want to do that? Obviously, I'm speaking from someone who, I've been with Kim since we were 16 years old, from high school. And I just kind of was wired from watching my parents to, once you committed to somebody, you were committed. And I'm very thankful for that. It saved me a lot of time and heartache. But there were still things Kim and I had to work on. Everything I was just talking about was stuff we had to figure out and work out. And we continue to invest in each other every day still. We continue to make each other better every day still. And if you're not going to invest in yourself, or invest in the people who are close to you, you're not going to find more happiness. You're not going to find more success. So it really starts with yourself, first of all, understanding what your needs, wants are. And then it then switches to making sure the people that are closest to you, in order, understand their needs, their wants, how we service them, and keep them happy. And if you keep your eye on that, you're going to create moments that create happiness. You're going to create situations that create happiness. And then you're going to have the connection and foundation to make it through the hard times. to make it through the health scares, to make it through poverty, to make it through bankruptcy. Because at the end of the day, all the material stuff will go away, it'll come back, you'll always go through good times, bad times, tight times, abundance times. But what's most important is that you have the right connections. Hope this helps somebody, and have a nice day.